Warnings. A dramatic reading of a Sega Dreamcast video game manual warning section. Warnings. Read before using your Sega Dreamcast video game system. Caution. Anyone who uses the Dreamcast should read the operating manual for the software and console before operating them. A responsible adult should read these manuals together with any minors who will use the Dreamcast before the minor uses it. Health and epilepsy warning. Some small number of people are susceptible to epileptic seizures or loss of consciousness when exposed to certain flashing lights or light patterns that they encounter in everyday life, such as those in certain television images or video games. These seizures or loss of consciousness may occur even if the person has never had an epileptic seizure before. If you or anyone in your family has ever had symptoms related to epilepsy while exposed to flashing lights, consult your doctor prior to using Dreamcast. In all cases, parents should monitor the use of video games by their children. If any player experiences dizziness, blurred vision, eye or muscle twitches, loss of consciousness, disorientation, any involuntary movement or convulsion, immediately discontinue use and consult your doctor before resuming play. To reduce the possibility of such symptoms, the operator must follow these safety precautions at all times when using Dreamcast. Sit a minimum of 6.5 feet away from the television screen. This should be as far as the length of the controller cable. Do not play if you are tired or have not had much sleep. Make sure that the room in which you are playing has all the lights on and is well lit. Stop playing video games for at least 10 to 20 minutes per hour. This will rest your eyes, neck, arms, and fingers so that you can continue comfortably playing the game in the future. Operating precautions. To prevent personal injury, property damage, or malfunction, before removing disc, be sure that the disc has stopped spinning. The Sega Dreamcast GD-ROM disc is intended for use exclusively on the Sega Dreamcast video game system. Do not use this disc in anything other than a Dreamcast console, especially not a CD player. Do not allow fingerprints or dirt on either side of the disc. Avoid bending the disc. Do not touch, smudge, or scratch its surface. Do not modify or enlarge the center hole of the disc or use a disc that is cracked, modified, or repaired with adhesive tape. Do not write or apply anything to either side of the disc. Store the disc in its original case and do not expose it to high temperature or humidity. Do not leave the disc in direct sunlight or near a radiator or other source of heat. Use lens cleaner or soft dry cloth to clean the disc, wiping gently from the center of the edge. Never use chemicals such as benzene or paint thinner to clean the disc. Projection television warning. Still pictures or images may cause permanent tube damage or mark on the phosphor of the CRT. Avoid repeated or extended use of video games on large-screen projection televisions. Sega Dreamcast video game use. This GD-ROM can only be used with the Sega Dreamcast video game system. Do not attempt to play this GD-ROM on any other CD player. Doing so may damage the headphones and/or speakers. This game is licensed for home play on the Sega Dreamcast video game system only. Unauthorized copying, reproduction, rental, public performance of this game is in violation of applicable laws. The characters and events portrayed in this game are purely fictional. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. This has been a dramatic reading of a Sega Dreamcast video game manual warning section.